Interrupting your regularly scheduled program. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coast with Gold Ghost. Our first guest tonight, CM Punk. And musical guest, Han Bao Yi. Whoa, what the hell? Didn't expect that. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Coast with Gold Ghost. I am your host, of course, Gold Ghost, broadcasting live from my fortified island fortress in the South Pacific. Tonight's show is brought to you by Brick Sauce, when regular sauce just isn't structural enough, and the Internal Revenue Service. We already know where you live. So, as is tradition, we watch as my assistant, the very high-tech and very amazing screen, comes on down and blesses you, the viewer, with a great viewing experience. Now, we just pull up on the screen. Perfect. All right, let's get into it. President Donald Trump last week, sent Vice President J.D. Vance to negotiate a ceasefire deal with Iran. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Trump release the book literally called The Art of the Deal? Why is he outsourcing the deal? That would be like if you got Gordon Ramsay sending in a DoorDash driver. You know, to be fair, negotiations have been shaky, with talks collapsing and tensions continuing despite ceasefire attempts. So maybe Trump's strategy is, if I didn't technically do the deal, I can't technically mess it up. You know, it's been quite the week for President Trump, as he was also been publicly criticizing Pope Leo XIV, calling him, quote, weak on crime amid disagreements over the Iran war. I know, right? Pretty wild. We've reached a point where the president is beefing with the Pope. That's not politics. That's like a Elden Ring boss battle. And somehow it got worse. Somehow it can go lower. Somebody actually called in a bomb threat against the Pope's brother. Right. That's the level we're at here. That's the type of people that really are at the head of this entire fiasco. But what else do you expect from someone who drinks Fanta? That's downright un-American. Fanta, the soda invented in Nazi Germany, which makes it commie Coca-Cola. All right, yes. It sucks. And in the trifecta of truly impressive feats, Trump posted an AI image of himself as Jesus. Which, honestly, it explains a lot. At this point, the only thing missing is turning water into good polls. Meanwhile, former President Joe Biden was speaking at Syracuse University and noticed a university trustee when he made note that he actually reminded him and he looked like Obama. And for a brief moment, the entire crowd froze. You could hear a pin drop. They were probably thinking, is he all right or is he going Biden 2024? That's the Joe Biden experience, folks. You don't know what you're going to get with this guy. And honestly, that guy kind of does look like Obama. Moving on from former presidents to the current Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy. He has made headlines once again with his somewhat, I'm going to call it, serial killer activities of messing with roadkill. It was revealed that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. once cut off the penis of a raccoon. I don't know what it is with this guy and roadkill, honestly. You should probably keep your hands off, bud, because you're really starting to mess with Laura Loomer's lunch. Staying on that side of the political aisle, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth quoted a verse that, of course, is the infamous fake Bible verse from the movie Pulp Fiction at a Pentagon prayer session. Everybody's a big fan of the Book of the Four Apostles. I'm a big fan of the Book of Tarantino. Chapter 25:17. Say what again? Folks, Coachella wrapped last week, and it's still the only place where celebrities can truly be themselves. Because they're the only ones who can afford to go. Of course, in some more Hollywood news, turns out that iconic actor from top movies like Top Gun and Tombstone, Val Kilmer, is set to appear in a new film using AI technology. Look, wait, whoa, don't get me wrong. I think it's incredible. We've reached the point where actors don't retire, they get re-uploaded. Frankly, I'm really looking forward to Doc Holliday coming back and being like, I'm your 6'7". From entertainment, we move on to sports news. The NBA playoffs start this week, and the energy is electric, like a Tesla. By which I mean, it was once a beloved product, but now it sucks and nobody cares. Of course, in the playoffs is son of famed Cleveland Cavalier, Miami Heat, and Los Angeles Laker, LeBron James, son of LeBron James, Bronny James, was attempting to trademark a trademark of B9, which is fitting because just like his game, it's benign. All right, lots of crickets in here today. I don't know who let them in here. Moving on, April 15th was, of course, Tax Day. The one day a year Americans come together to say, why do I live here? Meanwhile, me, you know me, I live on an island fortress. No taxes, no laws, unlimited pina coladas. Delicious. I will be drinking this right now. Oh, delicious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great show tonight. First guest, he is straight edge. He's the voice of the voiceless, a man who has beef with everyone, including himself. Please welcome current WWE champion CM Punk. Hello, Mr. CM Punk. Welcome to the show.
I don't need any more introduction. I think everyone knows who I am, he says with a scoff.
Yes, yes. Welcome to Coast with me, your host, Gold Ghost. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Punk gives a slow nod. Thanks for having me. He tries his best not to sound annoyed.
Yes, Mr. Punk. Having you on today. You are the current WWE champion. What's that like?
It's a challenge. The best of the best are trying to take this championship from me, and I have to defend it every time. He says it like it's the simplest thing on the planet.
Yes, I'm sure you've got quite a target on your back, but you've been back in the WWE for a few years now after a long absence. What's your favorite thing about being back at the WWE?
I mean, being back in the WWE is a great thing. I've been through a lot, both in and outside of the ring. So being back here, being the champ, it's a real challenge that I enjoy. But my favorite thing about being back, he takes a moment to think about it, but it doesn't take him long before continuing. It's probably the fact that I get to do what I love, to perform and to entertain.
Totally. I know exactly what you mean. My favorite part besides Fridays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, is when I get to step inside the ring as well.
Punk looks a bit confused at first, but then a smirk slowly starts to appear on his face. You're a wrestler as well? I should have known. I know.
Yes, I am a wrestler as well. I have wrestled across many promotions across the entire world, and currently I am daytiming as a evil James Bond villain.
Punk raises an eyebrow, intrigued. A villainous James Bond type, huh? That's different, to say the least.
Totally. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you, Mr. CM Punk. WrestleMania is, of course, back in Las Vegas this weekend. What are your thoughts on your upcoming opponent, Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns? He's a formidable opponent, no doubt about it. But like I said earlier, I've faced the best of the best, and I've come out on top every time. I'm not scared of Reigns or anyone else. I'm focused, I'm ready, and I'm confident that I'm going to leave WrestleMania this Sunday still the WWE champion.
Yes, everyone is intrigued by the way this matchup is going. Two great figures in wrestling today.
Oh, definitely. People have been talking about this matchup for a while now, especially with the rumors of it being my last WrestleMania. The stakes are high, the pressure is on, but that's why I train hard. That's why I push myself to be the best, to rise up to any challenge.
Wait, this is breaking news. You're saying that this might perhaps be your final WrestleMania?
Perhaps. I've been in this business for a long time. I've had a great run, but my body's taken a lot of wear and tear over the years. And even I know that I can't keep doing this forever. So yeah, this could be my last WrestleMania.
Wow. Mr. CM Punk, earlier today, it was revealed Roman Reigns says that if he does not defeat you, he will retire.
I heard about that as well. It's a big statement from Reigns, and it adds even more pressure to the match. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to go easy on him just because he might retire. I'm going to go out there and give it my all.
Of course. Mr. Punk, you, of course, are a member of the Straight Edge Society. Can you tell us a little bit of what that is like?
The Straight Edge Society. It's a lifestyle choice that I made a long time ago. Basically, it means abstaining from alcohol, drugs, and anything else that can harm your mind and body. It's not an easy choice, but for me, it's a way of life. It's who I am.
Yes, let me just say that it's admirable. Now, I know you're not a Coca-Cola guy. You're Pepsi Phil, of course, at the end of the day, but what are your thoughts on Fanta?
Punk can't help but crack a small smirk. Fanta? I mean, it's all right. It's not my favorite, but I won't turn it down if someone offers it to me. But if you're asking me if I like it more than Pepsi, then the answer is a definite no.
Pepsi's number one. I'm a big fan as well. Mr. Punk, we are all in awe of the things you've been able to do in the wrestling ring. What have been some of your favorite moments?
I've had a lot of memorable moments in the ring, but one that stands out to me is my match against John Cena at Money in the Bank in 2011. To have the chance to face off against him in Chicago, in front of a sold-out crowd, it was something special. And the feeling I got when I won, it was just incredible.
Right, that was a hot time in the WWE. You, of course, were the voice of the voiceless, and John Cena was the golden boy. So, honestly, very intriguing stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely a time of contrasts. I was playing the role of the rebel, the underdog, who was going against the system. And John Cena was the face of the company, the guy who was always portrayed as the good guy. It made for some interesting dynamics in the ring and out of it.
Yes. Now, your attention, of course, is probably laser focused on this weekend in Las Vegas.
You bet. I'm training hard. I'm studying my opponent. I'm leaving nothing to chance. I want to leave Vegas on Sunday, still the WWE champion. And I'm leaving everything on the line to make that happen.
Yes, we're all looking forward to it. Of course, your match with Roman Reigns is on night 2 of WrestleMania on Sunday. Do you have any thoughts about night 1 with maybe perhaps Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton?
It's going to be a great match, that's for sure. So, Rhodes and Orton are both talented and experienced wrestlers. So, it's going to be a battle. I don't normally like to predict matches, but for this one, I'll make an exception. I say that Rhodes has a good chance of winning. He's got the momentum on his side and he's been on a roll lately, but Orton is no pushover, so it could go either way.
You're right. Orton is no pushover, and he's actually got Pat McAfee in his corner this weekend, it looks like.
Yeah, I heard about that. Having McAfee in his corner is definitely going to give Orton an edge, but Rhodes is no stranger to dealing with distractions and obstacles in the ring, and he's definitely not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Orton, no matter who's in his corner.
Right. Punk, it's been great having you on the show tonight. Do you have any anything to say as a parting last words for our audience tonight?
Yeah, I do have something to say. To everyone watching, I want to say thank you for your support over the years. Whether you've been rooting for me or against me, WWE wouldn't be what it is today without the fans. And I appreciate every single one of you. And to anyone doubting me or my ability, remember that I've been counted out before, and I've always come out on top. So don't count me out this Sunday at WrestleMania, because I'm going to leave as the WWE champion.
Incredible. Thank you so much, CM Punk. Ladies and gentlemen, that was CM Punk, current WWE champion, with a tall task ahead of him this weekend. Now, before we get to the musical guest of the show, take a short, quick break, and we'll be back momentarily.
春风又吹红了花蕊，你今夜添了心碎，你就要变心，像时光难倒回，我只有在梦里相依偎。春风又吹红了花蕊，你今夜添了心碎，你就要变心，像时光难倒回，我只有在梦里相依偎。
I was muted the entire time at the end. No, the poison gas is... Oh, fuck.